Thank you for being here. We had Lucy, your co-star on Pretty Little Liars, here, and she was talking about how getting the scripts extremely late sometimes. So is that daunting for you as an actor?
I mean, it is a little bit because you have no idea what you're going to be filming, you know, in the next 2 days. Sometimes it's even the day before. So I mean, especially because of our show, it takes them on some pretty crazy rides.
Yeah.
So you just don't know what stunts are coming up or like what you have to look forward to. But I mean, it's always exciting, and all of us in the room are just like, oh my gosh, you know, at the edge of our seats, wanting to see what happens.
Cool. Well, so is the audience. Let's open it up for questions at the back. Hello.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hi.
Mike Shalhoub from Proud FM.
Hello, Mike.
And Helena. We want to know what it's like playing a really hot, sexy lesbian on television.
What?
Because you know what I mean? Like, you are equivalent to like one hot, sexy vixen. So we want to know what it's like playing a hot, sexy vixen lesbian on TV.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that compliment. Wow. Well, I actually just ran into Naya Riviera, who's also a very hot, sexy character who's a lesbian as well. It's, you know what, it's honestly so much fun, and I don't really even think about it. I mean, when I first started the show and everybody was like, oh my gosh, you're playing a lesbian character, what's it like to kiss a girl? I'm like, kind of the same as it is when I kiss a guy, I don't know. Like, I don't really think about it as being any different. But I do get to work with like Lindsay Shaw, and I have like the most girlfriends and relationships out of the other girls in the show, so I'm quite happy. But Lindsay Shaw is a great partner to work with, and she is amazing, and our chemistry is legitimately there. We just love each other so much, and yeah, it's really fun.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Love you. Cool. In the front, Rachel. Hey.
Hi, Rachel.
Oh, thank you. Rachel with Burp Girl. So we're all about beauty at Burp Girl magazine. So we want to know, what's your everyday beauty routine, and how does it different from your award show beauty routine?
Not as much makeup, probably half the time, and I mean, it's kind of like as little as possible. I live in LA, so it's always hot, so I hate like thick foundation, you know, and all that, but I think it's really just about, honestly, like the golden rules of like drinking a lot of water, as like wah it sounds. I really do drink a lot of alkaline water, and sleep, but just sunscreen and like tinted moisturizer is my go-to. I actually did for a girl like so long ago when I was modeling. About like 6 years ago. You can find an old photo of me. I mean, I would love to do movies. It's really hard with our schedule because we're pretty much off for 3 months, on for 9 months. So trying to fit something in that perfect timing is a little difficult. But I mean, I'd love to do anything that I'm passionate about, that I feel tells a really good story, or that, you know, a character that I really connect with. I'd love to do an action film, all about that, in heels, you know. But yeah, I would love to do movies, or just any project where, you know, I'm very passionate about.
Can you run in heels? Have you tried? Can you sprint? Yeah.
Not a race.
I'm terrible in heels. Out here. Hey.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Matthew Beeson with 98.3 FM in Kingston, Ontario, Canada.
Hello.
You star in Pretty Little Liars. What is the biggest lie you ever told, and to who?
Well, it's probably going to remain the biggest secret I've ever kept, which is that lie that I told. So, yeah, I don't, you know what, I honestly, not even just playing the character and seeing all the kinds of trouble that they get in line, I just prefer not to. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
Little white lies here and there, but yeah, I try not to as much as possible.
Our friends from Proud FM asked you about your character, but is there a refrain? Is there a question that you often get about Emily from fans? Like, what's the #1 thing that fans say or ask you about Emily?
Honestly, the fans are the best for our show, and I think a lot of them, especially for my character, it's so awesome getting to do meet and greets, meeting them, and they come up and they bring their girlfriend or boyfriend, and I'm like, yeah, you know, and they like are finally coming up and they're saying that they have a character that they can relate to,
cool.
And that when they look at the poster, they don't like cast me out to be like, oh, there's a lesbian one, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like all the girls, so that's really nice, and that's probably, you know, one of the sweetest things, is just getting the compliments from the fans in that way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Nikki from Virgin Radio Montreal.
Hi.
And I was wondering what you miss the most about home. Like, you're obviously living a huge life, and that's awesome, but when you come home, is there something that just tugs on your heart?
Okay.
It's a little sad that you're away.
Well, I do, as far as like, I miss fall, I miss the seasons. Living in LA, I love the hot weather, and I love the palm trees and being able to be outside, but I do really miss fall and the colors of the leaves changing. I really do. But then I also miss the food here, like island food is my favorite, so every time I come back, everybody knows I have like 3 places that I need to go always, that mostly have to do with food. So yeah, but and of course my friends and family that live out here. And getting to say toque and having people know what I'm saying, as opposed to being like, what's that? And I'm like, it's not a beanie, okay? There is a difference. Sorry. I can come back and like have my Canadian accent. That's the fun part. Yeah.
A lot of Canadian language discrimination in LA?
So much.
Oh,
They're always
okay.
like, are you sorry? And I'm like, yeah, I am, because that's how it's spelled. I didn't know it was spelled S-A-R-I, okay? Sorry. And Tom.
It's about time.
It's a boot time.
Yeah. Hey, Dana.
Hi, Dana from Phase Magazine. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Now, total fan of the show here. Watch it religiously. I want to know what's up with Mona sort of being back in the fold now. It seems like she's in all the scenes with you getting texts from A. Are you trusting her again?
I honestly have to say that was something that was hard getting used to, because just even walking in to set and seeing her in the bathroom and like none of the girls like staring her down, it was a weird situation. I'm like, oh, so you're in the crew now. Okay. You know, and it was like a very interesting sort of like startup with her coming in, because she is sort of like a pretty little liar herself now. But yeah, I think some of the girls are kind of on her side, but I think from my character speaking, she won't ever trust Mona. You know, and I think Hannah obviously dabbles back and forth, because of course they had a relationship that was really strong before, but the girls want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Thanks, success, and thank you so much for being at the
Of
MMVAs
course.
again.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank
Shay
you,
Mitchell,
guys.
everybody.